I discovered that my partner, Sarah, was secretly communicating with her abusive ex behind my back. When I ended our relationship, he promptly cut her off, and she began pleading to reconcile with me. When I refused, she started obsessively following me. 3 years ago, I met Sarah, and before we became a couple, she shared details about her previous relationship. Her ex had been verbally and emotionally abusive, occasionally becoming physical. She left him after 3 years of torment. During their time together, Sarah formed a deep connection with her ex's young daughter, practically raising her. I was supportive of her maintaining contact with the child, but her ex abruptly ended that arrangement. For 4 months, there was silence until the harassment began. He started bombarding her phone with cruel messages and videos, mocking her and claiming his daughter despised her. Fast forward to a few nights ago, we were lying in bed when her phone lit up with a notification while she was in the bathroom. She asked me to check it, and when I did, I saw it was from him. Curious, I opened the message and discovered they'd been chatting for months, acting like old friends. Worse, when another message from him popped up later, she tried to conceal it, quickly swiping past the notification. When I confronted her, she brushed it off, insisting they were only discussing his daughter. Days passed, and I decided to have an honest conversation with her. The messages I'd seen left me reeling with questions. I asked her why she was really in contact with her ex. I was hoping for clarity, but her response cut deep. She admitted she needed someone to confide in about her struggles, someone to talk to, and apparently I wasn't enough for that. She said it so casually, as if it didn't matter, but it made me feel insignificant, like I wasn't the partner she could trust with her thoughts. The pain was sharper than I anticipated. She then showed me their entire conversation, perhaps thinking transparency would ease my mind, but it only deepened the wound. She didn't hide or delete anything, maybe believing openness would fix things, but it didn't. I could see her ex's motives clearly. He wasn't just talking about his daughter, as Sarah claimed. No, it was more than that. His words carried subtle flirtation, and it was evident he was trying to manipulate her, planting doubts about our relationship or trying to pull her away from me. He positioned himself as her savior, claiming he'd never betray her, despite the fact that I knew he'd been unfaithful to her twice before. It was ridiculous, but what hurt most was that Sarah didn't shut it down. She allowed his words to linger. She let him criticize me and our relationship without defending me. What stunned me further was that she told him she suspected I'd been unfaithful to her in the past. This was news to me. She'd never raised this concern with me directly, yet there it was, in their messages. She'd confided in him that she thought I'd cheated with my former supervisor. I used to exchange lighthearted texts with my supervisor and her partner, and I'd occasionally help them with home repairs on weekends for extra money. Nothing more. I'd always kept Sarah in the loop, sharing photos of the projects, receipts for materials, and even clips from their home security cameras to show their pets. I was open and honest, and she'd never hinted at any doubts. Yet she was telling her ex a completely different story. In their chats, he bragged about wanting to confront me violently if he were still in town. This is just a short part of the story. For the full story, click the link below and watch it on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so you never miss the amazing stories we upload next.